Hey everyone, my name is Dee and this video is in collaboration with Totally Random with Ray. Her channel will be linked down below, so when you're done watching my video, make sure you visit her page to see what she did. Ray reached out to me and asked if I'd like to collab, and together we decided to do drawings with the prompt Woodland Creatures, and we had to incorporate this color palette. Starting off with my digital sketch, I wanted to create a scene, so I have a woman sitting on a stump in the center, and on her left will be some deer, and on the right, down in the corner by her feet, are a couple runny babbits. I initially was going to have some squirrels in the upper right, but thought it looked a bit crowded. I slapped some tree shapes in the background, figured out where I wanted the colors to be, and now we're good to go. From digital sketch to paper sketch. This week's nail painting is a galaxy theme. I've been letting my 7-year-old pick my nail colors, and this was his idea. Nice one, Ben. It looks like I have floating hands with all the black. Since I've been wanting to improve my marker skills, I thought I'd use them for this illustration. I started with my lightest skin color and blocked in the entire skin. Then for where my darkest shadows will be, I used a light purple called Lilac that I go over with a darker skin tone so that the shadow has a bit more vibrancy to it. I have an illustration somewhere, I'll insert a photo if I can find it, but I used gray to shade the skin and it just looks so dull and kind of yucky, so now I always try to use a purple or blue or even red to shade areas on skin. For the little bunnies, I wanted them to be white, so I used that same lilac color to create the shading on their cute little bunny booties. I do add a little bit of gray later, but I think the purple definitely adds more interest to their shading. I think the deer turned out pretty cute, but I wish I had gotten more contrast between them. The one in the front kinda sorta really blends into the other.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We're meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. You and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
This is one of my favorite parts. I really like how the shading came out on the dress. I started with my lightest gray and gradually worked up to darker tones as I went. I know it's not perfect, but I've become a bit better at understanding where folds and wrinkles go. I did a live stream where I practiced drawing clothing live, and I'll link that video too if you'd like to see it. Now that I'm thinking about it, I should have used that lilac color in the shading on the dress. Adding highlights is always satisfying. Time to define the face. This was kind of funny. I have these two blue markers. They're both different brands. You can see their respective swatches on this paper. And they're both labeled as pastel blue. I have the swatch sheet of all my markers that I need to redo to reorganize them. But I was just going to put the number code for each one by their names so I could tell which was which more quickly. But they're both the same number. Just thought that was kind of funny. I used colored pencils to outline everything. I think that outlines can make a drawing look more polished, but I don't usually do really harsh black outlines because that tends to give a more cartoony look. So that's why colored pencils are so nice, because you can still get a nice outline while keeping it looking more soft. I think it also helped separate the two deer from each other, if only just a little. I added some shadows to the underside of her dress against the rock and also beneath the bunny babies. And I went over the dark green background and a few of the trees with my darkest gray to kind of push them back a bit further than the other trees, just trying to get some depth in the drawing. I definitely have a lot to learn when it comes to marker drawings, but I'm pretty happy with how this came out. I'm really excited to see what Ray made, so make sure you head over to her channel to see her drawing. Tell her I said hi if you do. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and if you're not already, consider subscribing to my channel for more artsy videos each week. I'll also be trying to live stream every Saturday around 11 a.m. CST or Central Time, if you're into that kind of thing. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye!